What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to take a look at the Catalyst of Change challenge. We are going to take a look at tier 11 and we are going to see which characters we use, which limitations we have, and then we'll take a look at the video that I did and how I defeated this challenge. Hopefully the information in this video will be helpful for you, so I hope you share it on Discord and Facebook, and if you are new to my channel I hope you consider subscribing. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the limitations. And on the Catalyst of Change, the only characters you can use are blasters. One thing about the blasters is that some of them are sort of a glass cannon, so they have a lot of power, but they are kind of squishy. But there are a few characters here that are quite good: Crystal, Black Bolt, Ultron, of course. We have Lady Electro, we have Falcon, we have Pyro, we have Thor. So those characters, they are quite good. This guy, Cable, is also very good for this type of challenge. And yeah, so those are the most notable characters that we have available. The limitations for the tier 11 is level 76 plus, gear tier 14 and 4 stars. Not the limitations, the recommendation. The limitations are blaster only. Okay, so with that said, with an idea of the characters we can use, let's take a look at the video I did and how I beat this challenge. Okay, so here we go. So I was not very sure which characters I would take. I didn't thought about it too much, because usually the tier 11 or the first challenge of this new wave, it's a little bit easier, so I didn't thought too much about it. But Black Bolt, as always, is a very strong character. Falcon gives you a lot of turn meter. He has a chance of blocking incoming attacks, so he has some survivability. Crystal, she does nice amount of damage, and she can also heal Black Bolt and herself, so that's damage and sustain. And then I used Punisher, but this was kinda dumb because this was first try, first kill, so I didn't even know if we were going to face a lot of villain enemies or not. And because we don't have the other defenders, it's not Punisher, even that you have Ultron, it's not that useful. So maybe I should have brought other characters, but we'll consider the other characters at the end of the video. So let's take a look. It was still a good team, and in terms of ISO weight, I didn't take into consideration it as well, but you can always use the healer and get a little bit more sustain, because overall that's the problem with these guys, with the blasters, is that we don't have much sustain. Okay, so from the start we have two very dangerous characters. We have Corvus Glaive and we have Scientist Supreme. Now, Corvus Glaive is not exactly a dangerous character, obviously, but if we can see that we have one Corvus Glaive and one Call Obsidian, it means that sooner or later the other members from the Black Order are coming, and if we have them all together at the same time, then we will have empowered Thanos to deal with, and that's something we don't want. So the characters we need to focus as fast as possible is Scientist Supreme and Corvus Glaive. So we do the special with Falcon, so we get the speed up, get more turn meter, and then we need to get rid of them. Now, usually with Crystal you can use Striker as ISO weight, you can use the healer, or you can use the Raider, or even the Skirmisher. Many options are available for her. It's not a huge deal, but depending on the matchup you might want to consider one over the other. So yeah, okay, so we already have Proxima Midnight, so what I was saying is true. But because we have Falcon, he can attack targets in stealth, so I was not very concerned about it. And as you can see, if you'd leave Scientist Supreme around, then Graviton would do more funny stuff than usual, and we don't want that as well. So it was good to prioritize those two targets. And now that Graviton already did his stun, it was on Black Bolt, but you need to be careful with his second turn, because it's when he applies slow for 2 turns, and that's very problematic. So the other target that we want to deal with as fast as possible is Call Obsidian, because if it happens that we'll have Thanos and Ebony Maw coming, then we'll take a lot more damage because of it. Okay, so now we have a few Fantastic Four, and now we have the whole team. So the characters you want to focus on as fast as possible, or at least before they have a turn, is the Johnny Storm, because he's going to give offense up to everyone. And second, you want to focus on the Mr. Fantastic, because he's giving assist to each of the members of the Fantastic Four, and you don't want to do that because you need to preserve as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, I got offense down on my Black Bolt, so that's always a problem. We don't have any buffs on the enemies, so the Falcon special was not as effective as he usually is. But as you can see, Crystal doing some damage, and now Black Bolt, he doesn't have offense up. That's a big problem. Usually we want to do the ultimate with the offense up, but it was okay. They were around 50% HP, and the Fantastic Four, they don't have any special mechanics when they are under 50% HP, so we just have to finish them off. And yeah, we have enough speed and turn meter to beat them. We don't have many slows, and that's something that we should consider in terms of the blasters, because there is a blaster that applies slow or turn rewind or something like that to give us even more speed control. But unfortunately, I think we don't have any, but we'll take a look. But as you saw, then we just have to take them out one by one, and that's it. So we were lucky, no Thanos or Ebony Maw, but yeah, this challenge was quite easy. So let's take a look at which other characters we have available and see if there was anyone that could help us a little bit more. Okay, so in terms of the damage department, we were good, but the Punisher, he didn't do much, so bringing him was a mistake. Then Pyro is okay, he would apply some bleeds and so on, but it's not able to apply slow. Now Cyclops, I think he's the only one that can apply slow, let me check. Crystal, she can also apply slow, but it's only single target. Cable can turn rewind and dispel, so he would be useful as well, but I don't think we have any blaster that applies slow in a consistent way. Oh, we have either Grenadier, but I don't think anyone will gear him up unless they have like 6 or 7 red stars on him, and even so I would not recommend. So yeah, maybe bringing Cable would be helpful. He's quite beefy as well, especially if you have the T4 on him. He's a very good blaster, and I'm definitely going to invest him in the future. But we have a few options here, but yeah, Punisher was definitely not the best option. We faced some villain enemies, but not all of them, and it was not like Punisher was very relevant because the enemies were applying offense down to us and slow, and the Punisher, he suffers a lot from that. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tier 11 of the Catalyst of Change challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. Once again, if you found information on this video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing, and I will catch you guys later.